Today, the Lambeth Conference moves to actual Lambeth Palace, where it was once first held. The bishops and spouses have arrived in the palace for a programme of conversations around the theme of the environment and sustainable development.
Important that we are having this conversation on climate and environment at the Lambeth Conference, because faith leaders and faith communities have a key role to play when it comes to helping us tackle the climate crisis with urgency, because they have a key role when it comes to reaching out to world leaders, to the business community, and also to the ordinary citizens to decide and also step forward in tackling this crisis, because we are facing the greatest challenge of humanity right now. And unless we take urgent action, then the world and this planet is going to be uninhabitable and unlivable for most people, especially those that have done the least to cause the crisis.
Countries that are islands are suffering the most, and they will not be around maybe in 20 years to talk about it anymore. So something has to be done today. Some action needs to be taken today to respond to the needs and to respond to the fact that climate change is impacting the most vulnerable people in the planet.
Churches can make a difference by raising awareness among their congregation. Church leaders have influence in their communities, and most importantly, as churches, we can together speak up and call on our governments to take action, to take serious action on the climate crisis.
I believe in our human capacity to care deeply and to act collectively. I believe in our ability to do what is right if we let ourselves feel it in our hearts. And I believe that we can absolutely find our way out of the planetary crisis we face. But to do so, we will need to change our way of thinking and start telling new stories about what is important and what is possible. And this is where I think the faith community has a vital role to play.
I think it's important because it's the substratum of everything we are and everything we do. It's something which connects people who might never meet one another, because we have a responsibility to the earth and through the earth to one another.
We are a creation of God together with the environment, and we should protect the environment as God commanded us, because without protecting the environment, we will die. And more importantly, we will protect those who are most vulnerable, the third countries, the indigenous peoples. Yeah, they have to be protected.
Today we are invited to join in the Communion Forest Initiative. The vision is for the initiative to be woven into the spiritual and liturgical life of the churches that you come from, helping people to connect their faith with caring for God's creation.
The Anglican Communion Forest is an incredible legacy project from this Lambeth Conference. It's about healing our global planet, about planting more trees or caring for your local ecosystem, your local habitat, so that it really celebrates, lives out with such joy, God's creation in our lives.
This evening, bishops and spouses are returning to Canterbury after a day full of inspiration and challenges. There have been inspirational speakers, including young people sharing their passion for the environment, and we shared in an act of worship during which everybody present committed themselves to look at how they can care for the world that we share together in their provinces, in their dioceses, and wherever they are. Because in the Anglican Communion, climate change isn't just a reality of tomorrow, it is the challenge of today for so many.